Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a swatch video, testing out video. It's not going to be first impressions because I've used it on my eyes already just today and I've swatched it in store. I'm talking about the NYX In Your Element collection. They came out with, I believe, 6 palettes in the collection. I picked up the In Your Element Air and it was really hard to choose which one I wanted to get. The only reason why I decided to get them is because Ulta is doing a 30% off on all NYX items. But anyways, yeah, that's why I decided to pick up these palettes. This is what the packaging looks like. So it just looks like this. It has like beautiful clouds. It's really pretty. I like the coloring in this packaging. Shows the ingredients on the sides, which is great. Both sides, they're paraben free if anyone is avoiding parabens, and they have a expiration date of 24 months. So this is what it looks like. They don't have names, they just have these colors, so they just named it by numbers. So, I mean, the numbers aren't really going to do much, but yeah, this is really great. They actually did, it wasn't a full collab, but they had like representatives or YouTube representatives, I guess, with this collection, and I believe the one who did the Air palette was Alyssa Ashley. So yeah, so this is the palette. The reason why I was drawn to this was because it just had the prettiest colors. This is definitely a palette that is very much so out of my comfort zone because I usually stick to very neutral palettes. I'll do a pop of color in my smoky eyes here and there, but I never just do bam like color. There's always some sort of neutral color, whether it's grays or browns, to tone it down. But I thought this palette would be nice to kind of challenge myself to play with new looks and yeah, see what comes out of it basically. Wearing the colors on my eyes today, I was just experimenting a little bit with it prior to filming this video. So yeah, so let me just get started. When I opened the palette, it came looking like this. So you open it, I like how it's sealed on the side so that people aren't swatching it, so you're gonna know when it's been opened basically. The downside of that is that you can't tell if it's broken, but yeah, anyways, so it comes in a, what is it, styrofoam. I guess this is supposed to be added protection for your palette. And then here's the actual palette. It's gorgeous. It has that same background from the packaging, and it is acrylic, plastic acrylic. It seems pretty sturdy. Like, I love this this background going on right here. It's really pretty. And then this is what the back looks like. It tells you just the numbers and just, I don't know, does it tell, yeah, and the ingredients, the expiration date again. And I'm confused as to what these symbols right here mean. Because yeah, it says eyeshadows and it looks like you can put on your face, but like this symbol right here makes it look like, I don't know if it means in your eyes. Obviously you want to put eyeshadow in your eyes. I don't really know what they meant by that. So it looks like this. Yeah, so you get 12 shades. Okay, and then you get a pretty large mirror. I'm not going to put it in there. And a just, average protector to protect it. It does not fold all the way down. Yeah, just for your information. I don't typically get drugstore eyeshadows often. If I do, it's usually like Maybelline eyeshadows, but I don't own that many drugstore. And so I was excited to try this because I really did like, I wasn't expecting to get this bright colored one, but I swatched it and they swatched really nicely on my hands. There's 1.41 grams of product in each eyeshadow, so that's a little bit bigger than a MAC eyeshadow, and I think that's even a little bit bigger than a Urban Decay single eyeshadow. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is take these 3 e.l.f. shader brushes that I have. They just look like this. They're all the same. I wanted to do 3 of the same eyeshadow brushes and this is the only eyeshadow brush. I have 3 of the same because they're like $1 each, because I want the swatches to be consistent, because there hasn't been, like, I really wanted to look up swatches on like the whole collection and get feedback, but there's not many people doing reviews on it. I don't know if it's because it just released or whatnot. I mean, I guess I just heard about it not too long ago. So yeah, I'm gonna get started with swatches. Alrighty, so I swatched them using the e.l.f. brushes, and I really didn't swatch them very heavily because I wanted you guys to see how they swatch with the brush without being packed out. So this is the first row, the middle row, and then the last row, and you can see towards like the middle and the last row, the colors are way more vibrant. So overall, from just using them and just swatching them right now with these brushes, they don't seem very pigmented, and when you swatch them in store, you're gonna obviously use your fingers. I'm gonna swatch them with my fingers in a second so you guys can see, but they don't look very pigmented. Keep in mind, I don't have a primer. I always wear a primer, and when you use very bright colors, you want to use a primer. I was thinking of getting like a white eye base so that they can really pop out, because I like my shadows to be very vibrant. I typically use like some sort of like cream eyeshadow under if I really want my eyeshadow to pop, and specifically with these, I feel like you would need that. I obviously was able to make it work today. I used different colors from each row actually, so I just used a primer, like a very neutral primer. These 3 colors right here, and then I used this color right here, and then these last 2 right here. Primer, and I set it with that yellow, and it kind of neutralized it and made it just brighter, so it kind of acts like a banana powder. It does not really show up vibrant yellow on there. It's just more so good for like a base or like a highlight type color. It's not really gonna show up yellow if you're gonna use it as a transition, at least not for me. I would say for most skin tones I don't think it would either. Maybe if you're super fair it would. And then this color right here I used as a transition, which was very light. It was really, I had to really kind of pack it on. And then I used this color as a transition mixed in, and then I think with this color, putting that lighter orangey sorbet color first really helped the orange a little bit color wise. And then what I did next was I went in with this sparkly, not sparkly, it's like a copperish, yeah, like a sunset looking, I'm really bad at explaining. It's basically this color with shimmer. And for this, honestly, dry, it sucks. I did not like it dry. I really had to pack it on, and then I had to wet my brush a little bit to get a bit of a shimmer, and I had to pack it on a lot. So that was a downfall with that. And then for the inner corner, I ended up using that first shade right there, number 1, and it really didn't show up. You really have to pack that on. So far with the 2 shimmers that I've used on my eyelids, I'm not a fan of it too much. I really love the color of this orange color, but you really have to wet your brush, which kind of stinks, unless maybe you use your finger and then you apply it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you finger swatches. So the glitters are supposed to be like pressed pigments, so I feel like that's why it's so hard to get like an actual color from. I don't know. Let's see, can you see it? Okay, so this color does not very swatch well. This, I don't know, it's not my favorite color. Okay, let's swatch the yellow one. This is what it looks like in my hand. And then swatched. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with the light orange, corally, pinky orange, and swatch that right there. Swatches pretty well. Look at that. Then I'm gonna go in with the metallic, oh, try not to make that purpley color right there. And then I'm just going to swatch that, which that swatched better with fingers. And I think with pressed pigments, I think that's that generally thing. I don't think I've ever owned really pressed pigments. Besides Moon Dust, I don't know if that counts. I think that's pressed glitter. Anyways, so that's what that looks like. I'm moving on to the second row now. This swatch right there. And then, boom. That's what that looks like. And then I'm gonna go in with the green next. Okay. That's what that looks like. Okay, I'm gonna go in with that silver color. The silver one seems to be pretty pigmented, and I'm pretty impressed with that. I think for sure with the pressed pigments though, that you definitely have to wet, or else you're not gonna get the most color payoff, I guess, because they seem pretty stiff. And honestly, I bought this palette because of course I like the colors, but I like the matte colors a lot. And then I'm just gonna do that last color in that row. It's like a frosty purpley color. Honestly, this reminds me of the Anastasia Moonchild, some of them. That is that swatch. That is what that looks like on my skin. And then the last row, this is the bright orange color. And then swatch that. Swatches pretty well. And again, I'm going very lightly with these because I'm not gonna pack it on. And then here's the purple. The purple is a little tricky. This one's like a little more of a darker purple. This one's pretty pigmented. Out of all the pigments, this one is probably my favorite, maybe. That one's the purple one right there. And then here's the pink. The pink is it's very pigmented. I really love the pink. There's the pink. Let's get a little bit more right there. There's the pink. And then lastly, this will be that orangey red pigment. See, that one does not really, definitely shows up better finger swatches. So I guess I can name it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, let me just show you guys it one more time. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I was gonna say beautiful, then I said gorgeous, and then ended up with gorgeous. Anyways, overall, do I think this palette is worth it? If you pay $30, no. Although that is around like I think that's like $2, a little less than $2 per eyeshadow if you're gonna pay $30 for it. I would recommend this palette 100% because I only got it for $15.99. I would recommend it in that sense. Would I pay more than that for it? No, I'd definitely be pushing it. I don't know that I would actually pick it up. That doesn't say that it wasn't worth it, but I personally wouldn't pick it up if I had to pay over $20 for this. But I think honestly it is a really great palette for what it is. I love the colors, and you can see this is, I'm just gonna zoom up and show you guys my eyes. I think it showed up pretty vibrantly. I had to really work with it. I'm really not, like I said, I was really not used to working with such vibrant eyeshadows. I'm a very neutral person when it comes to eyeshadows. With a pop of color, never like bam, this crazy. So I really love it. I think you should definitely check it out. Yeah, I hope this review was helpful. All in all, I would 100% recommend it. I'm going to let you know down below if I like it better using a white base, simply because I just have a invisible base right now, and I think it really pop out if it had a white base. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment below, and I will see you guys in my next video. See you guys later.